A long time ago, there lived a Buddhist monk named Bodhidharma, also known as the diffuser of Buddhism from India to China, which later became known as Zen Buddhism. There is a story that says, when Bodhidharma went to China, the emperor went to see the monk and said, "My mind is very restless, very disturbed. You are a great sage and I have been waiting for you. Please tell me what I must do to put my mind at peace." Bodhidharma said to him, "Do nothing. First bring your mind to me." The emperor did not understand him, and Bodhidharma said again, "Well, in the morning at 4 o'clock before dawn, when it is empty here, come alone and remember to bring your mind with you." The emperor left and could not sleep all night. Many times he thought about canceling the whole idea. He thought, this man seems to be crazy. What does he mean by "come with your mind, do not forget"? But the man was so charming, so charismatic, that he could not cancel the appointment. He thought, no matter what happens, I must go to this sage. This man may seem a little crazy, but even so, I must go and find out what this is about. So he arrived there at 4 o'clock in the morning. Bodhidharma was sitting with his great staff and said to him, "So you have come. Where is your mind? Did you bring it or not?" Bodhidharma said, "Ok, now close your eyes and find out where it is. And if you can find out where it is, immediately tell me, and I will put it at peace." The emperor was still confused, but he followed Bodhidharma's instructions, closed his eyes, and began to search for his mind. He tried and tried hard, searched, and the more he looked inside, the more unable he was to find his mind. He realized there was no mind, and that the mind is just an activity. It is not something he can precisely point to. At the moment he realized it was not a thing, the absurdity of his search became clear to the emperor. He understood that if the mind is not a thing, nothing can be done about it. If it is an activity, then simply do not do the activity, and that is all. If it is like walking, simply do not walk. He came to understand that the mind is just a collection of thoughts that arise like clouds when one is in a state of unconsciousness, and if you become conscious, there will be no mind. After a while, the emperor opened his eyes, prostrated before Bodhidharma, and said, "There is no mind that can be found." Bodhidharma said to him, "That means that now I have put your mind at peace." And he said, "Remember, every time you feel that you have a restless mind, just look inside. Where is that restlessness? Where is that disturbance? And when you try to find it, you will not find the disturbance, but you will definitely find your own self, which is very calm and very peaceful." What happens is that in today's world, there are millions of people who suffer from disturbing thoughts in their minds, and some thoughts of the mind can become more painful than physical pain. People suffer because they never try to find their mind. They never try to look inside and explore. And as we heard in today's story, the mind is nothing more than thoughts that arise like clouds in a state of unconsciousness. When we become conscious, we begin to witness our thoughts, and then these thoughts begin to decrease, and that internal chatter of our mind disappears and becomes a source of happiness for us instead of suffering. So every time you feel your mind disturbed in your life, just sit down and start witnessing your thoughts. Do not try to resist them. Let them come and let them go. Do not get attached. Do not get entangled. Just observe them. Do it as if you were standing on the side of a street and witnessing the traffic as a spectator. You see the cars passing by. They come and go. In the same way, by witnessing your thoughts, they will slowly decrease, and in the end, only your true self will remain, which is incredibly peaceful and blissful.